Okay, it may not be easy, but it's one of the constants in life, change. Rather than approaching new experiences with fear, Ariane de Bonvoisin says you should learn to welcome them with enthusiasm. Her new book is The First 30 Days, your guide to any change. Good morning, Ariane. How are you?
Good morning, Al. Great.
So what is it about the first 30 days? Why is that so important?
It's in the first 30 days that everything sort of shows up. The questions, the fears, the emotions, what should I do, all the decisions that need to be made. So when you think of it, when you've just had a baby, when you're going through a divorce, when you have a health diagnosis, in those first 30 days is when everything sort of shows up.
So change affects everybody differently. You might hear something that I hear completely differently. Why do some people embrace it and some people are afraid of it? How do you learn to accept this?
You know, change is the number one sort of guaranteed thing. It's the constant in life. And when people sort of face change, a lot of the times they look at all the times that they haven't changed and all the times in the future where here's a change I'd love to make, but I'm just not quite sure how to get started.
So you talk about, you've got somebody you call a change optimist as opposed to a change agent, an explorer and a novice.
Yes. So some people are great at change. Some people are like, give it to me, I embrace it, I want it, you know, give me more and I know what to do with it. And some people, they just stay paralyzed, they just sort of stay stuck. And the good news is there are ways of actually making everyone better at change.
You talk about there are 4 basics. The first one being SEED. What does that stand for?
So SEED is the very foundation. S is for sleep, E is for eating healthy, the other E is for exercising, and D is for drinking, and that is water and nothing else.
I was going to say, because a lot of people probably would like to change the other kind of drinking.
And you know, the SEED really is, it's the very foundation of what people need to look at when they're going through a change, because that's usually the thing that goes out the window.
You also talk about a change guarantee. What is that?
The change guarantee is the number one belief to have when you're going through change. People who are good at change believe that from this situation, something good will come. So it's looking for the positive. What is the gift in what has happened to you?
There's something good in all change.
There's always something good, whether it's a job loss, whether it's whatever it can be. Look for the positive. There's always a gift in that change.
What about for people? I mean, change affects us, but it also affects the people around us, and maybe they don't want you to change.
Absolutely. So sometimes your change brings up questions for other people, and the idea really is to think, you know what, I'm going to be an inspiration for someone else. I'm going to show them that it's possible. So just know that it can definitely sort of rock some boats of people around you, but just know that you're the one that can change. Believe that you can, and then they'll sort of go, maybe I can make a change as well.
What about the change guarantee?
So the change guarantee basically is all about looking for that positive. So if you're stuck and you're like, I don't see any positive in this, there always is something good. I've met people who've gotten through an accident, breast cancer, and look for that positive. That's what's going to eventually get you through.
You know, a lot of people can sometimes feel alone during a change. How do you create the proper environment, you know, to nurture that change?
It's one of the most important things is get a change support team around you. You do not change alone. There is always someone that can help, regardless of the situation you're in. I mean, on our site, we have tens of thousands of people who are going through the same type of change. So if someone's a single parent, or if they have a child with autism, or if they've just lost a loved one, there are people all around that are there and they want to help. So give someone else the gift of actually being able to be there for you as well.
And then what happens once you get past the first 30 days?
Very good question. So past the first 30 days, the first 30 days is really where sort of things get going, where you make decisions, where you look for inspiration, where you look for people to sort of surround you. The next 30 days is all about implementing and getting sort of a plan, looking at some actions, looking at some things that are going to get you through the other way, and really encouraging sort of those beliefs that I can change. Anyone can change. You're never too old, you're never too young. It is possible to get through change in an easier way.
All righty, Ariane, thank you so much. The book is The First 30 Days. And coming up next, how to dress your house for less and where to get those fabulous finds. But first, this is Today on NBC. Now, there are 2 fabulous finds right there on the couch.